Hey, good morning. It's Edna here live with Free Coaching Friday. And today our topic is how to not get overwhelmed with tenants and toilets. Very early on, we learned that we did not want to be dealing with tenants and toilets. I think this is one of the biggest mistakes newbies make in their real estate investing career. They think that they're going to save a few dollars by doing their own property management and by looking after their own repairs and maintenance. And I mean, it's fine if you just want to own one or two houses, you go ahead and do that. But if you really want to scale your property ownership, you can't be involved with tenants and toilets. First of all, it's the most frustrating part of rental properties. If you're dealing with tenants, especially as the owner, you're going to spend most of your days in frustration, because tenants just do not treat a property like, or at least the tenants in most buildings. You're going to get some that do, but they don't treat the property like you, a homeowner, does. They just don't. They don't know, first of all, in most cases, people who are lifelong renters have always had somebody to come over and unplug that toilet and fix that chain when it breaks and different stuff like that. Lots of them don't know enough not to pour grease down the sink. We try to educate them when they move in, when we do the walkthrough with them to show them how to treat a place. But lots of them they just have never been taught it properly. That's why they're lifelong renters, which is really our game, right? Dealing with lifelong renters. And if you get all wrapped up in that kind of stuff, you're never ever going to have the ability to scale. I don't know how many times I went back to meetings where people, we went through the same training, the same courses, and we go back after 18 months and we had 50 doors, and the next guy had 4, and 4 is good. 4 is good. Lots of people get 4 after 18 months, but they couldn't figure out how we got 50. Well, the fact was we did not manage tenants and we did not manage toilets. Even now, when I don't even, like my property manager pretty much looks after all the tenant stuff. There's the odd time we get involved. Generally, if it's a major repair, a major challenge, other than that, it's day-to-day operations. We don't hear much about it. My daughter, who used to be my property manager, she used to say, "Oh, Mom, I don't tell you half the stuff." And I'm going, "That's good. I don't want to know half the stuff. It's bad enough that I get the bill and I have to pay for it. I don't need to know all the frustration that's behind it." And again, that's a mindset thing. That's a how do I protect my confidence and my ability to move forward? If you get drawn into the day-to-day drama of dealing with tenants and toilets, you won't be able to scale your business. That's one of the first things we learned. It's been the biggest thing for us when it comes to scaling. And the further and further we step away from that kind of stuff, the more we're able to scale. Now, that's not to say that you can abdicate your responsibility for that kind of stuff. You can't. You still need to have it done. The key word is you need to have it done, not you need to do it. And that's where I find most people really fall down with being able to scale their business. So take a notepad and a paper and write down like all the duties you do as a person that owns a property. You got to find the property, you got to analyze the property, you have to make sure that the area is in a good place that you want to rent long term. You have to do your research on what the job prospects are, the unemployment rate, all that kind of stuff up front. It's a lot of work. And then you got to put the financing in place. But then once you own that building, you put the proper property management in place, and they will handle the tenants. Like I said, you might have to be brought in once in a while. It's always you need to guide your property manager. I talk to my property manager almost every day about something. Sometimes I have questions, sometimes she has questions, but it's generally a very quick call. We're on track, everything's looking good. It might be a question about, I noticed this tenant hasn't paid their rent this month, what's up with that? And just a reminder sometimes of that we're watching, we're just going to get not to manage all that kind of stuff. So if you're overwhelmed by your real estate business, just think about what it is that you could hand off to somebody else. And I know, if you think about it, you own a 12-unit apartment building and it's going to cost you $1,200 a month for a property manager, and you think that that's best kept in your own pocket. Outside property management, sometimes it's an internal thing. So hopefully my topic helped you today. And remember, if you need my help mastering your mindset around scaling your real estate business, and I do believe that the mindset is 90% of a person's success, because it's not just about buying the building. It's about getting investors. It's about managing that building. It's about realizing that you signed up for a long-term game here. And it's not just a walk in the park every day. You got to have the pardon the expression, but you got to have the balls to run a business. And I've been told by, I still remember one accountant of mine one time, we were, buying another apartment building or something, and he said to me, "Edna, you have more balls than I do." And I just kind of laughed because I thought, you know what, that's funny, but I do. I have a lot of balls when it comes to stuff like that. And you need to grow a pair if you don't have any. So if you're wishy-washy, you're probably not going to be successful at this. You got to make up your mind. You got to go for it. And then if you want to build an empire, you just know you're going to go through challenges. So you got to have your mindset right in order to deal with those challenges. So if you need my help with that, and you know what, in most cases, I still see students reaching out to me every day. You know what? I've spent $5,000 on a course. I spent $10,000 on a course. I've spent $30 here, $300 there. I've got all kinds of knowledge. I got all the knowledge that I probably ever need, but I'm not moving ahead. What am I doing wrong? I'm listening to podcasts every day. Well, you know what? You're probably doing too much of that stuff. You're getting general overviews. Stop it all. Sometimes, when somebody starts to work with me, I tell them, stop listening to podcasts for the next little while until you get your first building. Let's concentrate on getting you your first building, getting your mindset in place to deal with that kind of stuff. In 3 months, you can be a different person. But listening to 4,000 different people, different podcasts, is not, it's a great place to start. I listen to podcasts almost every day, or something similar, but it's not all about real estate. Mostly it's about mindset, because if you got your mindset straight, the rest is going to come. So again, if you need my help, reach out to me at edna@ednakeep.com, and have a really, really good weekend. Bye for now.